So very occasionally, golfers get that shot where they've set up over the ball, they put a swing on it, and feel like they've really crushed it, ball and then ground, and it feels lovely and powerful, and we can see lots of club head speed, lots of ball speed, and fantastic carry. But all too often, that's not what golfers experience. Best players in the world, yes, but maybe you guys watching, no. What they tend to get is much more of a kind of glancy feel that sometimes they get back online. And even though the club head speed's decent, the ball speed's way down and the distance is down. But even worse than that, very often they'll top it or thin it. And certainly people watching will say, you know, your head's moving around a lot, keep that head down. That's how you're going to stay down and cover the ball. And they'll really focus on keeping that head down. But just cold top one, kind of 20, 30 yards ahead. So if that's you, I'm going to show you something today, a little drill and a little feel that's really going to help take you from this kind of impact position to much more of this kind of impact position. And it's such a simple thing to work on. So all we're going to do is we're going to pop the club down and keep hold with our top hand. And we're going to move the club a little further away, swing back, and then what we're going to do is we're going to try and get that hand underneath the shaft. So underneath there, so down the line, bit away, back, and underneath. Now what most golfers would see is that they'd go back and they'd be coming in this way into it. And that's stopping that body, bend to the side, which then, as we produce side bend in the golf swing, the body can turn out the way, shaft leans forward, and we get that ball and then ground contact. So, first thing we do is rehearse that a couple of times. And it'll be a very different feel. Even for me, that's still exaggerated enough that I know I need to work on that. And then we do some little half swings. Really trying to feel that right shoulder's staying down and under through the shot. And that, for me, feels massively different from how my body and my hands work normally. And then once we've done a couple of those, we just hit a little half shot. And that felt great. And very disappointingly, it doesn't feel like it's gone much less than the full swing. 81 mile an hour club speed, nearly 110 ball speed. Low point nicely ahead, and carry 163. And I'll be honest, I can spend a lot of my practice time just hitting those little half shots, feeling nice and exaggerated, and even on the golf course, don't mind getting that little feel as to what I'm trying to do through impact. Now obviously, if you're working on this watching the video, do lots of the little drill, lots of the practice swings, lots of the half shots. But for this one, we're only going to do a few and then work a little bit longer. So if that felt half a backswing, I'm going to feel more 3/4 on this one. Again, feels massively different from what goes on down here for me. Feels much more kind of into the ground, still after the ball, so good ball striking. So we're going to set up 3/4 backswing, get that right shoulder under through impact. Again, felt absolutely great. 86 mile an hour club head speed, nearly 115 ball speed, low point 3.4 inches ahead, and carry at 168. And it is weird, it definitely for me feels like that 3/4 one feels more powerful than my actual swing, even though I don't maybe see that it is, but it definitely feels like I'm more efficient getting the energy from the club into the golf ball. And that's predominantly because I keep a bit of loft off and get that low point a little further ahead. But it's great, I do both of those things by just focusing on that feel through impact. So I'm going to set up now, go a little bit longer with the swing. Maybe didn't quite do that one as well. But again, nearly 88 mile an hour club head speed. Ball speed at 117, low point nearly 2 inches ahead, and 174 carry. And it's massive if you can get into that position more often. And it's definitely there, it looks like you're staying down, but it's more this angle, that when golfers are coming in here into impact, they lose all that shape, look very, very tall. Whereas what we're talking about now, the body's much more over because that trail side is shortening, and then as the body rotates out the way, that gets us compressing that golf ball. And it is a very, very different feel. And I probably wouldn't expect anyone who stands up out of posture and really gets that glancing blow to go from that to this absolutely straight away. But if you can feel nice and exaggerated and do more practice swings and short swings, get the body more used to it, then as you put length back into the shot, you can stand up there, focus on that feel. That's what I want through impact. Then a nice full swing. We can see my quickest club head speed so far at 89 mile an hour, nearly 118 ball speed, low point 2.5 inches ahead, decent launch at 22 and carry at nearly 182. And it does make a massive difference, and it is so important, don't get me wrong, to get club head speed. But if you've got lots of club head speed and you're delivering the club like that, the ball's going more up than forwards. Whereas when you can deliver the club more this way, the ball's then going to go forwards more than up. And if you can get that compression and down over the ball by getting that right shoulder working down and more side bend, that's going to really help you become more efficient, hit the ball further, strike it better, and maybe, just maybe, feel like you can stand up there and just flush it all day long.